is a quick screencast aimed at some of the new features that we're going to be releasing. If you're interested in any of these specifics, you can look at additional videos or you can ask us. The first thing you're going to notice is there's the sign in with Google. And if you use Google Classrooms, you should definitely always choose to sign in with Google. And you'll see I'm now logged in as Teacher 4 at Wicked Device. When you log in, you get taken to a new section called Educator Resources. This is where you'll find your curriculum, the news, and you can chat with us if you have any specific questions. What I'm going to do is quickly take a look at the new section called My Classes. My Classes is a place where you can either create or import classes, and you can create assignments, and you can allocate those assignments to one or any number of classes. So I'm also logged in with Google Classroom, and as you can see, I've got 3 classrooms named 1, 2, and 3. If I go here to this, I only have 1 and 2. So I'm going to import that class, and this goes into Google Classrooms, and it shows me that this one is available. These are grayed out because I've already imported them. So I'm going to import that classroom, and it tells me that I've successfully done so. In that classroom, there's Test Classroom 3. There's really not a whole lot going on. It shows me the students. I haven't featured any eggs or labs right now, and there are no assignments. So what I'm going to do is I've made this assignment. So you create assignments in the main section and then you publish them to classrooms. Let's take a look at this assignment. So this is just a very quick assignment which looks at the photosynthesis in a greenhouse. And as you can see, as the temperature goes up, the carbon dioxide goes down. Very cool. It shows you that the plants are photosynthesizing. And this is to do with some curriculum that we have available. And I've shown a line graph of temperature and CO2 in this egg called Dunbar Classroom outside for this period. So what I have the option to do is give it a name, choose the information I'm going to display, choose the time frame, just like a lab, just like you used to do there, and then change what students can see. I've decided my students can't do anything. I'm just going to ask them a quick quiz at the end of the day of 2 questions. I can then add questions, text or multiple choice questions, and provide the answers. I happen to have added a quick question here. How do we know the greenhouse is in the sun? Let's add another question called, why is the CO2 decreasing when the temperature is high? There we go, and you can do an answer. Now first of all, you'll notice it says changes saved, and you'll always have a little green section here. You'll have a little green cloud. If that cloud is green, it means that your changes are saved to the cloud. So I can just back out of this assignment, and now I can publish it. I'm going to publish it to Test Classroom 3, term to term, and you can just publish the same ones, just maybe make some changes. You don't have to assign them to a particular classroom and then recreate them. So for now, we go and look in Test Classroom 3. We'll see there's an assignment, and if I click on that assignment, it says me no student has turned that work in. Okay? And it's due, I guess, automatically by default. You get a month to do it. Now there's only 1 student in this classroom. So let's go and take a look at that student. Here is the student, student 4. And if they're already logged in, but if they go to My Classes now and refresh, they'll suddenly see Test Classroom 3 because I've just added it. And I can go and look, and there's an assignment for them. So they can submit that assignment. So what I'm going to do is click on that assignment and take a look at it. It goes, it fetches the data for the assignment, and it asks them their quiz questions, and then it shows them the graph and it shows them some information like where the egg is in the world. And this person's going to answer, how do we know when the greenhouse is in the sun, the temperature, why is the CO2 decreasing? Well, the plants are photosynthesizing. Okay, and I'm going to turn in that assignment. So it submits the assignment for me, and it shows me that the assignment is turned. Now let's go and have a look at the teacher and see what that looks like. So now I've gone back to this browser, which is Teacher 4, and I can just quickly refresh, take a look at Test Classroom 3, and I'll take a look at that assignment. And it says the assignment has been turned in. And I can go and look at the student, what the work the student has done. Actually, I can look at the work the student has done before they turn it in. If they save their temporary work, I can go and look at that temporary work, sort of see how they're doing. Maybe they're struggling, or maybe they haven't signed it in for because they're stuck with something. So if your student goes and asks you and says, hey, I've got a problem with this assignment, you can look at the work they've done so far. Now, we do not do any grading in this. We're just doing the assignments. You need to do the grading in whatever system you use for your grading. This is just a way for you to share the assignments and share the information. We'll listen and see if lots of you tell us you want grading, and if you do, we'll add it in later. So that's a very, very brief overview of how to interface with Google Classroom so that's just a very quick overview of how to interface with Google Classroom in the Air Quality Egg portal.